What's up, everybody? Welcome to GameFreak. You know you see a lot of those videos like on TikTok and everything about Gen X, how they grew up and how they stayed out until the street lights came on and they were feral and they were kicked out of the house at 7:30 in the morning and stuff. Well, for the most part, that's true because I am from that generation. And I know every generation always says, their generation's the best, or they try to blame the generation before for what's going on. I'm not even gonna get into that shit. My thing is, Gen X, we really did have an awesome childhood. If you grew up and the majority of your childhood was in the 80s, you had a badass childhood, man. You had the best, and I'm not just saying that. You really did have the best childhood. You had the best toys, the best everything. We did some shit. And the one thing that I miss dearly about the 80s is going to the arcades. And that's what this video is about. It's about arcades and how much they mean to me. And I think they mean a lot to a lot of people my age. It was pretty sad seeing how they just diminished. How eventually arcades just almost became extinct. They practically are now. You can barely find any unless you go to a bowling alley, but it's not a true arcade. So I want to talk a little bit about arcades. So let's get into it. I asked a question in my community post today to choose one, arcade or console. Now granted, you save money in the long run with a console. However, to me personally, nothing could or can compete with that feeling of playing games at the arcade. That feeling you got when everyone would surround a machine when you hit a level nobody has seen before. People would actually cheer you on. And in the gaming world, that's rockstar status. It's just not the same on a console. If you didn't grow up in the 80s, it's just something you'll never get to experience. It was crazy the amount of trust people had for one another at the arcade. People would start lining up quarters on the lip beneath the screen to assure they were next. The crazy thing is, very seldom would somebody rob the people waiting of their change. The arcade was a place where everyone had something in common and we all got along. It was a place to escape reality and just enjoy life. To eat pizza and enjoy some drinks with friends and even make some new friends. All while enjoying the beeps and buzzes of playing games. I miss these days so much, I ended up building 2 arcade machines of my own. I could have just bought a couple of them, but I personally get more joy playing something that I built by hand and saved a shit ton of money while doing it. It was always a dream of mine to own my own arcade machine, especially after arcades became more and more scarce. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love every console I own, but they just can't come close to comparing to the feeling of that playing on an arcade machine. I'm curious to know about your arcade memories. What was your favorite game? Do you own any arcade machines? Let me know in the comments section. And thanks for taking a trip down memory lane with me. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel a lot and I greatly appreciate it. And until the next video, game on.